So hello everyone. So Snap has arrived, and I think many of you are giving your papers tomorrow, right? So Snap is going to be placed across 3 dates: 10th of December, 17th of December, and 22nd of December. That is Friday. So these 3 dates have been confirmed for Snap, and I think many of you have booked the slot for tomorrow. It's also. And I have been coming across many doubts regarding as to how to attend the Snap paper. So those of you who had messaged me, I have replied to them. But those who had messaged me today, I said that I'll come up with a video and explain things to you. Okay, so here are a few things, my dear, that you should be taking care of when you are attempting the paper. Okay, so first of all, let me just get into the paper and explain the structure. Since you people have taken a lot of mocks, you should be familiar with the structure as of now. So there are three sections here. The first one being general English, okay, which has 15 questions for a total of 15 marks. Then you have analytical and logical reasoning section, 25 questions, 25 marks. And then you have quantitative and DI, which is again going to have 20 questions and 20 marks. So overall, you will see that the paper has 60 questions, 60 marks. 1 mark will be awarded to every right answer, and a negative of 0.25 marks will be taken off from your score for every answer that has been marked wrong. For any unanswered ones, that doesn't matter. Okay, and remember that these three sections now need not be taken in any specific order. You can juggle between this section, you can juggle between these questions at any possible time. Okay, and there is no sectional time limit also. There's no sectional time limit, there is no sectional cutoffs as well. So that is the advantage of Snap paper. Okay, now the disadvantage of Snap paper is that 60 questions, 60 minutes. Okay, the cutoff, you definitely have to attend around 50 plus questions to get a decent score. So that is what. Okay, but again, that can be done. That can be done because you for the past few days you have been practicing on your speed and you've done a lot of mocks, so that shouldn't be of a much problem. So let me go into this particular sheet in detail, my dear. See, general English, you can expect questions from all these areas. Okay, now remember that Snap na, every time it doesn't come up with a specific pattern of questions and all. It is not like idioms and phrases, one question, vocabulary, two questions. So not like that. Okay, so the number of questions vary, the type of questions vary every time. Okay, and the difficulty level also keeps on varying. But overall, these are the topics that are possible in the general English. So what you can do is, my dear, see these 15 questions. Okay, now I will tell you that you have to definitely attend all the 15 questions, and as simple, at least with 15% accuracy. So if you do that, okay, you will land up with 10 plus marks, which will be a very good score here. Okay, now I cannot be biased on do this kind of a question, do that kind of a question, because here in general English, now see if you have a vocabulary question, and the vocabulary questions are not so difficult, even to the level of NMAT. Okay, the mediocre level, medium level words are the only ones. So if you know the answer, you immediately marked it. If you can spot the error in the grammar, immediately within 10 seconds, 20 seconds, you do it, right? So these are questions, these English questions are the ones which will not even consume so much of time. The only ones that may consume your time is reading comprehension. And those reading comprehension are also not difficult reads. Easy reads, you can go ahead easily and try to attend one question within 1 minute and finish it off. Not 1 minute, 45 seconds and finish it off. Okay. So I would like you to not go more than 7 minutes or a maximum of 8 minutes. Okay, in this particular section. Reading comprehension, maybe you can give 3 minutes. Okay, but all the other type of questions, okay, it will not even take you 10 to 20 seconds for every question. So you have to anyhow try to finish your 15 question in a maximum of 8 minutes here. And remember, even if it's 75% accuracy, you will land up with 10 plus score, a great score for this particular section. If at all you find that there is an idiom which you do not know at all, or if there's a word that you do not know at all for the antonyms or synonyms, in that case you will least leave a question. Okay, but I think that level difficulty is not going to come. So please, once again today also go through all the words, okay, the past year papers a little bit, and then try to make yourself comfortable with more vocab, especially the root words and all, okay, suffixes, prefixes, so that you can guess the meaning and then go ahead. Okay, that would be much more easier for you. Now, coming to the analytical and logical section, my dear. In the analytical and logical section, okay, remember, if you take even 8 minutes, you will be left out with a solid of 42 minutes for the remaining two sections. Since the number of questions in analytical logical reasoning is higher, I would want you to spend around 22 minutes in this particular section. Got it? And then the remaining 20 minutes you can give for this particular section. So, analytical logical reasoning section. Remember that the questions that you get in coding and decoding, okay, blood relations, directions, syllogisms, clocks and calendars, series, and then critical reasoning. Okay, you may get around 10 plus questions on all these topics together. And this is where, okay, you have a total of 25 questions. So this is where you can save so much of your time. So coding, decoding, 30 seconds, you should be able to give the answer. Directions, same 30 seconds. Syllogisms, blood relations, clocks and calendars. Now see, calendars, most of the time it's based on the concept that we did in that non-cat classes only. Okay, so very easy basic questions come. Clocks also based on that angle properties and based on that formula that I've taught you in the class. Now those are the questions only that come in the paper. Okay, critical reasoning is like, see, more or less assumption based causes and effect. So once you read it, now you get the answers. It is a very scoring as well as a very less time consuming part. So these questions, 10 plus questions, should have been attempted immediately first. Got it? In the first round itself. Then after that, you may get into arrangements. Arrangements, now all the questions will definitely be doable. Okay, but it will take you around 1 minute to a maximum of 1.5 minutes. That is the only issue here. So you have to try to finish every arrangement question also in the 1 minute cadre. Okay, you should not go beyond 1.5 minutes maximum. So below 1 minute, everything should be done. And in the remaining 12 minutes, my dear, try to finish another 10 to 11 questions. So you're attending 20 to 21 questions. Attending 20 to 21 questions, okay, attempts I'm speaking about, is very decent. And remember, analytical, see, general English accuracy level is 75%, but this logical reasoning quants, I cannot go below a 92 to 95% accuracy. Okay, which means that 18 plus so definitely should be your score here. If you attempt 21 questions, okay, with a maximum 1 or 2 questions wrong, then 18 plus so definitely should be in your hands. Okay, so this is where you can actually score more also. So that is why I am spending more time on this. Okay, visual reasoning questions also would be easy, my dear. Arrangements, visual reasoning questions would be easy, but you would take some time. Visual reasoning, you would take around 45 seconds, and arrangements around 1 minute. Okay, so please plan around ranking. Puzzles also will be there, which will take you around 1 minute, 1 minute on an average. So please, all these questions, keep it in the second part once you finish off the easy questions of coding, decoding, blood relations, directions, and all those. And then when you come to quantitative aptitude and your data interpretation and data sufficiency, my dear. So there are possible questions on DI, okay, data sufficiency, okay, and on quants. Now quants, see, I cannot tell you, see, at least in logical reasoning, I can tell you which are the less time consuming ones. But in quants, it differs from person to person. So for one person, trigonometry may be easy, for the other person that may be difficult. So here I'm not going to tell you topic wise, okay? But on the whole, my dear, the level of questions are going to be easy to mediocre level, okay? Not greater than that. So whenever those kinds of questions are coming, in the 20 minutes, I want you to attempt 15 questions at least. So in this 15 questions now, so with 92 to 95% accuracy, at least 13 plus questions should be right. Okay, so which will definitely land up with 12 plus marks for you. Okay, so anywhere here, if you score a 10 plus in the first section, okay, a 18 plus in the second section, and then a 12 plus in this particular section, then your score is going to hover somewhere around 40 plus, which will definitely be a very good score, my dear. Okay, so Remember, whatever I've been speaking today in this particular slide is all with respect to this year's paper. I mean, the previous year's paper and the previous one, that is 2022 and 2021. Okay, these two papers. So according to the difficulty level of those two papers, I'm speaking. Okay, so now let's go and have a look at the cutoff pattern. Now remember, so I was telling you I was speaking with respect to 2022 and 2021 details. Okay. So in the year 2020, I'll start from 2020. 2020, the paper was very, very easy. So 99.9 percentile went up to 53. Whereas you see in the consequent years, 2021 it was 48 and 2022 it was 43. And I still remember last year's snap paper, the kind of question that have come in the quants now were not snap specific. They were a little bit of higher level. So that is why I'm telling you that snap paper keeps on giving you surprises. Okay, in the difficulty level, so we cannot judge the paper and tell you that if you score this is going to be your percentile. That is definitely not going to be possible for snap. So this has been the pattern for 99.5. 2020 it was 48. See, gradual decrease. 2021 it was 43, and here it was 42. 99 percentile 2020 was 45. Okay, 21 was 41, and 99 it was 37. See how big the decrease is. 98 2020 it was 44, 2021 it was 39, and 2022 it was 36 marks. Similarly for 97 percentile, okay, 43 was a very good score in 2020. 2021 it was 36, and 2022 it was 35. So anyone who gets 98 plus percentile is always safe to get into the top 2-3 B schools via SNAP. Okay, the Symbiosis schools I'm talking about. Getting it, my dear? So please try to target. See, anyone in your consequent mocks, if you have subsequently maintained 35 plus, okay, anywhere around 35 to 40 consistently in the paper, and sometimes even gone beyond 40, then I think you people are doing exceptionally well. Okay, so even others, my dear, try to go and check whichever question is easy for you and then do it, okay, first, and then go on to the other questions. See, like if you come to the quantitative aptitude now, my dear, I would also suggest you to first go ahead with the arithmetic questions, which definitely will be much more easier than the other ones. Okay, so try to do arithmetic questions, and along with arithmetic questions, now if at all PNC questions come, I have seen in the pattern of SNAP that PNC questions are very short, and not only they are short, the questions are very, very simple and very easily doable within 1 minute. Okay, 45 seconds maximum. So please make use of those kinds of questions. Do them first. Okay, then go to the others. So if you make the right choice of questions in the first go, okay, then I think your score can be maximized. But remember, my dear, whatever we have been speaking is with respect to the past 2 years difficulty level. Okay, now at the time of the paper, okay, please remember that sometimes if you are being easily able to attend 45 plus questions, okay, if you are being able to easily attend 45 plus questions in the first 50 minutes, which means the paper is easy, that means in the next 10 minutes you have to try to attempt at least another 8 to 9 questions and do it properly. Getting it, my dear? So in the first 50 minutes, if you're still hovering around 34 to 35 questions, then it means that it is a mediocre level paper. So in the next 10 minutes, try to attend another 4 to 5 questions and maximize the score. Okay, but if in the 50 minutes you are not able to touch 30 plus questions, okay, my dear, that means the paper, see, I'm talking for anyone who is relatively doing good. Okay, so if you are not even able to touch 30 plus questions the first 50 minutes when your timer is going, then please make sure that you speed up. Okay, and at least the next 10 minutes go and try to do as many questions you can, at least try to cross 36 plus marks. Okay, that is what your target should be. And see, at the time of the exam, no matter, you have to gauge the difficulty level. Okay, that you should have actually learned via the mocks. You should know how to gauge the difficulty level by now, my dear. So if you feel that the paper is easy, maximize the number of attempts. If you feel that the question is difficult, then try to definitely touch 35 questions plus 35 to 40 questions correctly. Number of attempts should be more. Okay, 45 to 50, but the number of correct questions should at least be around 35 to 40 if it's very difficult and you feel that it's difficult compared to even the last day paper. Okay, but I don't think it's going to be really difficult, but so on an average, my dear, if it's a moderate paper, okay, anything around 38 to 42 will be a decent score. Anywhere around 38 to 42 will be a decent score. Okay, 38 will definitely give you above 97 percentile in a mediocre paper. So always try to go beyond this, my dear. If your score is 40 plus, always the safest. 40 plus if you can touch, it's always the safest, my dear. Okay, so with this, I'll wind up this video, my dear, and please do not go into any other websites and keep on checking what are the kinds of questions, what is going to come. This right now, it's not the time to do all that. Okay, right now is the time to have peace of mind. Whatever you have prepared is more than enough. Tomorrow, how you're going to attempt the paper, that is very, very important. Okay, so please keep your mind at peace. Okay, do not go through multiple videos. I just while I was preparing this PPT, I got a message asking that there are videos that are telling that you can definitely attend 50 questions, and then the remaining questions you just give random answers and come, because even if two questions are correct, okay, randomly, then it doesn't alter your score at all. Okay, but my dear, sometimes in the snap paper it is 60 questions, 60 minutes. It is difficult for you to touch beyond 50 questions. Getting it? So even if you do 50 questions, do them properly and come. Okay, and after that 50-minute timeline, you check what your situation is, and accordingly you try to go ahead with the paper. Getting it? 45 minutes to 50 minutes, you should keep track and check how many questions more you can maximize and then go ahead. Right, so with that, I'll wind the session, my dear, and all the best to all of you. Tomorrow I'll also be writing the paper at 2 to 3 slot, so most probably we'll meet there. Fine, so thank you so much and all the best to all of you.